Okay, so we kind of talked about this our last podcast, and we talked about games that we wanted to succeed. But I felt like I didn't get a proper answer when I watched back the podcast. But we also talked about underrated games. So games that are actually really good, really cool, maybe awesome story, awesome gameplay, but they got foreshadowed by something like Call of Duty or
something was bigger and better.
Yeah, something that was bigger and better. Then more people kind of got that, or maybe it wasn't marketed too well. Or you didn't even know it kind of existed. Example that I've got down here is that I'm not huge into Mortal Kombat. I did play it as a kid, but I've recently picked that up and I'm really enjoying it. But it's just because I decided to give it a go.
Yeah.
And the Predator. What got it for me was that the Predator character got released. I'm not a huge fan of the characters in Mortal Kombat. I do know that Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and stuff, but I was really hyped for the Predator character just because I'm a fan. So I thought I'd give it a go in the Mortal Kombat universe and see how he played. Yeah. And he surprisingly plays really well, and it's pays a lot of homage to the movies and stuff. It actually has the style and it works for Mortal Kombat. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. And going on the Predator, a game I really enjoyed was Alien vs Predator on the consoles. Did you guys play those?
No.
The 2010 one.
Yeah. Now, that game didn't do too well. Yeah. And I'm going to ask you guys what games for you that got overshadowed by something or that you played and nobody else was playing. But I really enjoyed Alien vs Predator because I can see why people didn't like it. It had a bit of a steep learning curve and you had 3 characters to play with. But once you got past that learning curve, the game was actually really cool. But I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys give these games a go or new games a try, or do you
stick to what you always?
You stick to what you always get, and I know we talked about cost and gameplay and stuff. Do you buy a game on what you've heard, or can you actually go to a store and be like, oh, I haven't heard of this one. I think I might buy this. Because I don't do that.
No, I don't do that.
Not generally, no. Occasionally I'll get a game just kind of drop into my lap, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just kind of randomly just get it or something like that and end up playing it, yeah.
Like, those Batman games to me, sorry. The Batman games I got into really late. And I remember you showed me the Batman Arkham Asylum when it came out, and I wasn't impressed. I was like, nah, this game's repetitive, it's stupid, it's dumb. I played it. But
I could imagine why you would say that.
Yeah. And I picked it up. It became platinum, and I was like, "There's nothing to play. I'm going to give it a shot." And I was like, "Man, this game is awesome!" And then got me to play Arkham City, which I still haven't completed. But when it first came out, I didn't want to give it a go.
Yeah.
So
I was actually the same. He got me into it.
Yeah.
And so you were really late.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want to play it too. It was a Batman game. I didn't give a shit. I was like, this would be crap. And then he convinced me that it was good.
Yeah.
And then I could try and convince you.
Yeah, I was surprised as well when I played it. I was like, this is really good.
Yeah. When's it going to get shit? Come on.
Yeah.
Stop kidding me.
But have you guys ever just picked up a game and be like, hey, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to give this a go?
Once. And it was the original Grand Theft Auto top-down bird's eye view on the PlayStation 1. I walked into the store, I turned to the back of the thing, and I saw this top-down sort of weird sort of car game or whatever. I thought, oh, this looks like fun. And I just bought it. It was like $100 back then.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And I loved it. It's obviously nowhere near what Grand Theft Auto ended up becoming when it went all like 3D.
Yeah.
But yeah. Otherwise, I would never do that. That was a once-off.
I've done it.
Yeah.
But usually when they're quite cheap, I bought. This is going back a long time. I bought Little Big Adventure, Twin Sins Odyssey.
Oh.
Back in like 1997.
What's that? What kind of game is it?
It's for the PC.
Yeah, how would you describe it?
That was a revolutionary sort of game. That the mechanics in it was sort of who produced that?
Oh god, I don't know.
I feel like it's a LucasArts type one, but it's not.
It feels like it, but it's not.
Everyone will know what the game is because it was sort of a state of the art sort of graphics sort of walk around sort of platform.
It was kind of 3D isometric.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran
And
around and
I mean, I didn't know about that game, and it was sort of one of those games that came out and then was sort of put aside. I just grabbed it off the shelf because it was cheap, and I really, really enjoyed it. But then I'm really, really enjoying games now that I don't really know because they're so cheap on Steam. They're really like, do you want to play this? It's $4. Oh yeah, I'll give it a go. $4, why not? It's real cheap. It's on sale today. So for me in the PC world, there's lots of free games. Like the Star Wars, and now I've just downloaded Marvel Heroes, which I'm going to try and give a go.
I play that as well.
So for me, it's trying things out because they're available and they're cheap. So normally, actually, I would fall into that category, like you said. I always buy Command and Conquer series, because I was into that, and I wouldn't buy anything else because I just
that was it. Yeah.
So and I would follow that trend, but if price is right, then I'll buy it usually.
Yeah, it's kind of like your friends and people that influence you, or just show you stuff. But otherwise, you do stick to what you know and what you like. Like my one, I remember we got a 4-pack of games when we were kids, and I can't remember what the other 3 games were. I think Mortal Kombat was actually one. I think the reason we got it actually was Mortal Kombat was part of this package.
Oh, right.
The original, because you've seen it in the arcades. Awesome, this will be fun, and you knew what you were in for, and that was cool. Other 2 games, I can't remember what the hell they were, but one of the other games was an RTS game, one of the first RTS games. It was June 2, the Battle for Arrakis, and I'd never played any game like this before, and this game sucked me in hard, man. Like, the clicking around the units and fighting each other and top down, all that. Kind of like basically the precursor to what would be Command and Conquer series, because it was the same studio, Westwood Studios. So that game totally caught me by surprise. I didn't even think I would get addicted to something like that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think I was into that kind of stuff.
I fell into that hole as well. I got sucked right in. I loved that game.
So you guys are saying that like you guys would try new games, obviously if they're either cheap or on sale or maybe the hype has passed.
Or there's a recommendation. Because I remember I bought Final Fantasy VII full price. I walked into the store and I knew nothing about this game. The only thing I knew was that it was incredibly popular and everyone loved it. And I'd never played a role-playing game before. And I looked at the back and I was like, this looks like shit. The stupid little square characters and stuff. I was like, man, what the fuck is this? This isn't Sonic the Hedgehog. Because I was used to gaming was different, like Lara and running around. And I just could not comprehend what this even was. But I bought it based on the hype and the reviews and word of mouth, and best decision of my life.
Good. I was because I've been doing Let's Plays of Knack because some awesome people said I should do it, and so I've been giving this game a go, and it's definitely not my style at all. It's not a game that I'd usually play, but I thought I'd give it a go, and I'll tell you, this game is making me rage the fuck out. Like I'm getting so angry at this game. I don't know if you've checked it out though, but it's. There's a lot of cursing and swearing in it, but I'm enjoying it. And I'm actually having a lot of fun. I don't know how long I'll keep playing it for, but there's
as long as your voice holds out.
I don't know. I'm losing my fucking shit in that game, But there's something I've realized what it is. I feel like I've played games long enough that I feel like I wouldn't say I'm professional, but like I know. That I do play it. I should be better at it, and this game is fully owning me, and it's fucking me off. But there's I don't know. It's maybe because it's a game that I don't usually play, and I'm enjoying it for this. But I don't know. There's something about these childish enemies that are killing me during the thing that's really pissing me off. But I've enjoyed. Like walking down that path to give this a go for that, and realizing that this game is raging me. So there's a reason why that's why I wanted to ask that question. If you just give something a go just for the hell.
Not often. Not often
There's
enough.
Too much good stuff out there that I'm aware of that it's hard for something that I'm not aware of to take my interest.
Cool. Next up, that I just remembered as well, in speaking about giving new things a go, I gave the Oculus Rift VR Samsung headset a go we've had it come in at work,
Oh wow.
and you actually had to like experience it. And basically, what it's the Oculus Rift headset, and you grab your smart Samsung phone and you click it to the front, and then it becomes basically virtual reality. Now, it works really, really well. And it's not something you can show in videos or TV or something like that. You actually have to experience it.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it previously before, that we don't know how it's going to work. If you give it a go, like I'm a full-on believer in it. It actually worked really well. And the games that they had in it were ones where you like silly things where you'd be sitting in a cinema watching a movie, and you can actually turn your head and see the seats around you, and you can actually turn right around and see the projection. It's like, why don't you just go to an actual movie?
Yeah.
But I thought the idea was really interesting. And then they had a space shooter. It was like flying around in an asteroid field, and you use like a touchpad on the side to fire your guns, and you use your head to kind of move the ship. But it fully worked, and it wasn't like 3D glasses. It wasn't blurry or anything like that. It actually seemed virtual reality.
Oh wow.
So it's going to be really interesting to see when this Oculus Rift Project Morpheus
Yeah.
all comes out, because I think it will work really well for gaming.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
cool.
for sure.
I do have to admit though, like I did feel sick afterwards,
Yeah.
but I can't pin it down to whether it was the VR or because I had a McDonald's burger earlier.
McDonald's.
Yeah, because I was only playing. I only gave it maybe about.
You should have read the box. It said, "Don't eat McDonald's before virtual reality."
Yeah,
flying."
Well, maybe
Turn off
maybe
the
that's the
blind.
thing. Maybe they should put that on the fucking box, because I only played for about 5 minutes and I felt woozy after that. So
Some people have said that.
yeah.
A lot of people have said that actually.
But no, this in terms of that being something new, do you guys think you'll give it a go?
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds.
It's because it's exciting.
Awesome.
There's a lot of hype
Oh
around it.
yeah. We're talking about like breakthroughs in gaming. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the next step.
And the more people that buy that stuff, the more advanced they'll get when people buy into that technology.
Hell yeah.
I think it's an exciting time.
It'll be fun.
Just hope people buy into it.
Yeah.
I think it will. Like what? Yeah, again, like I was saying, it's something that you have to experience.
Well, you're selling us right now.
Yeah. No, it's really cool, and like this was only on the smartphone, so these are smartphone apps
Yeah.
in VR.
Yeah, so it could only be better if you had like the real deal, eh?
Yeah, exactly, and it wasn't like stick shift and stuff, so I can see first person shooters working on it.
When you
No
said
Man's
there was
Sky.
something on the side of the thing, did you say that you had to tap?
Well, because you don't have any
Yeah.
hand controllers, so when I was playing the spaceship game, you had to like tap the side.
Was that weird?
No, it wasn't. I felt like Cyclops from X-Men. So like shooting all that stuff, and and it was really funny as I was flying the ship, and then you're seeing like you can actually turn over to see other ships going, and then you're like
And you're
firing up.
cyclopsing everything.
Shooting your friends.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me.
So you look like a noob to everyone else because you're just sitting there going
Like that, yeah.
very around. But in terms of the experience, it was a lot of fun. It
Yeah.
was really cool, and if VR can be done on your smartphones, then it only makes me wonder what's going to happen with consoles.
That makes
Yeah.
it so
PC and
accessible.
stuff.
Eh?
Exactly.
Everyone's got a smartphone. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was like it's got like a freaking like $300 price tag just for the headset, and then you have to buy the smartphone after that to click it on.
Well, someone will make
So-
something, this little plastic thing. Click.
Yeah, it kind of thing. That's pretty much what it was. You could actually do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but no, there's something. The eyepieces are done with like a special glass or something to make it 3D-ish
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
But it's not blurry. It's actually really clear,
Yeah.
and it's not like you're wearing goggles. It actually does the whole like sphere of your eye. So when an asteroid passes you, it actually
Yeah.
goes past your peripherals
Yeah.
and stuff. It doesn't end at a point.
That's
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
So,
that makes perfect sense, and that's what it needs to be.
it's going to be really cool. I'll try it out, but I'm really worried that it's going to be the cost of a console.
Yeah,
It probably will,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably will be.
But anyway, I'm getting I'm taking too long now. But that's my topic.